Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is CJ. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. So excited to have you here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my socials to interact with me, keep up with me. Whatever you want to do, just do it. If you're not new here, you would know that I've been gone for a very long time. All I can say is school. That's it. No one could have ever prepared me for this matric life, but it's okay because we are back and better than ever. So I decided to do a little Q&A today. I asked people on my Instagram to ask me any questions, tell me anything, and yeah, today I'll be answering them. Is dancing your profession? Do you make money in other ways? I would say, I want to say I do dance professionally because I have gotten paid for my dancing before, but I am still in school, so it kind of is not my profession yet. I would hope for it to be one day. Do you make money in other ways? Not really, no, just from dancing. Second question is, how old are you? I am 17. I'm turning 18 this year. Very scary, big 18. I'm in matric. And that's why I said I've been gone for a very long time, because no one could have possibly prepared me for this matric life. I know everyone's like, oh, matric. But when you actually hear, it's so scary. But I think also I am not that stressed. It's just the pressure from outside. You know, your parents are and your family members are always like, okay, so what are you doing after school? What's happening after school? And you're just like, please give me a break. Give me a break. Okay, next question is favorite designer brand and why? So I got a similar question to this, asking me about like my fashion sense and like where that develops from. I want to say a big part of the way that I dress and the way that I express myself through my clothes comes from the dance industry. If you know dancers, one thing about them is they will always pull up and look like the flyest people you've ever seen. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like a heavy fashion head, because I'm not. I just like to look cool. I like to feel good, and I like to look fly. Like that's literally it. I just like to look cool, and if that means wearing like something someone would consider looking like a grandpa, then I'm gonna wear it. If I think I look cool, I think I look cool, you know what I mean? Like I said, once again, I'm not a heavy fashion head. I just like what I like, and I wear what I like, and I like to look fly. So the next question is, when did I start dancing? I started dancing when I was around like 5 or 6. But let me explain my dance journey, because that was also another question. I started off with ballet first. Wasn't really for me. I think I did it for a couple of years because a lot of my cousins did it, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. And then I went into modern dancing. I went into acrobatics. I think I did Chiquetti ballet, and I just found that every single time I got so bored of it. And then in 2017, 2018, I started street dance style at Danceweb Studios. Shout out to Danceweb. It was literally the best thing for me. It was a place for me to express myself and just really be myself, you know, authentically. Next question is it's a bit more personal. Someone asked, what's the best way for one to approach you since you seem shy? You know what? That's the first time I've gotten shy. Usually I've gotten like, you look mean, which is actually really funny because I know like my resting face just looks like I'm upset all the time, but I promise I'm not. I would say that once you actually meet me, you would know that I'm actually a very like inviting person. I'm not very shy once I get comfortable around people. I definitely am like, what do you call people who are a mix of introverts and extroverts? I think it's like ambiverts or something like that. I'm a mix of both. I think once I'm really comfortable around you, you would know that I'm extremely loud. I'm just very loud and I talk a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not that shy, to be honest. It's just I am very much to myself and in my own world most of the time. The next question is, what is my biggest achievement? When I saw this question, I was like, how am I going to answer that? Because I genuinely don't know. But I would say that a lot of my big achievements come out of dance and come out of my passion for dance. Everything seems like a big achievement to me. My dance life is so surreal. At times it's like, oh whoa, I really did that. So yeah, I don't know what my biggest achievement is necessarily. Next question is, how old were you when you fell in love with the art of dance? The minute I could actually hear music was when I fell in love with dancing, to be honest. Like, my love for dancing started with my love for music. If you know me, you know I'm constantly, like, there's never a time I'm not listening to music. Say the moment that I kind of started taking my dance career very seriously was definitely in 2021. When I started exploring a lot more battle competitions and started like actively participating in the battle scene specifically. That's kind of when I started really being passionate about what I want to do and really putting in the work for what I want to do. So next question is, favorite old school song? I don't actually know. Like, I can't pick one. There's so many good ones, but I would say at the moment I've been listening to Lady by D'Angelo. That's my favorite song at the moment. Favorite old school song at the moment. Really, really love that one. Next question is, how did you start your dance career? I got a lot of questions actually about my dance journey, which is so heartwarming actually to see that you guys really want to know about that. Like I said, I started taking my dance career and the professional side of it seriously in 2021. That's also when I started getting a lot more opportunities to be able to work in music videos and to be paid, like actually go for gigs for my dancing. Next year, I'm planning on taking a gap year. So I would definitely love to get into the gig life a little bit. I definitely still have a long way to go because I think, especially since I'm doing matric this year, there's not much time to be doing gigs. So yeah, I'm kind of just stepping back this year on a lot on like doing gigs and stuff, and mainly focusing on dance competitions when I have the time to. Next question is, future plans after matric. So I plan on taking a gap year next year. I'm really, really excited for that. I think it will be such a good time for me to focus, especially on growing within my dance. I would love to be able to study, but because I don't actually know what I want to study yet, I kind of just want to take the gap year, figure that out, and not go rush myself and go into something I'm going to end up not actually having passion for. So definitely next year, I plan on branching out a lot more in my artistic capability. So learning a lot more about filming, learning a lot more about YouTube and expanding my YouTube career, and definitely dance. I think dance will be the main focus for me, especially since this year I have to sit out a lot of competitions, gigs, and stuff like that. So definitely next year I want to focus on that. Building my career step by step, hopefully, and learning a lot. I definitely, like, I don't want to go into my gap year just, you know, sitting around. I definitely do want to learn a lot. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay, next question is future aspirations. Like I say, dance is one of the main focuses. I would love to be able to do music production also. I think music that's where my passion for dance started, like I said, with music. So I would love to be able to produce music one day. And then theater is also something I would love to explore. As you can see, I'm a very creative mind, creative person. I think next year is going to be such a great opportunity for me to explore the different options, especially since I'm blessed enough to have so many, you know, creative people by my side with being in the dance industry, and my family is also very creative. So I have those, you know, resources. Everything that I aspire to be is definitely creative influence. Like, it's just creative industry. Just put me there. Put me there. Yeah. Next question is reasons behind being named CJ. So my dad's name starts with a C. My mom's name starts with a J. So they put it together and you have CJ. That's literally it. No like significant meaning or anything. I actually decided that one day I want to give myself like a meaning for my name, because I was like, there's no ways, I need to have a meaning for my name. And I gave the meaning fierce, the word fierce, because yeah, that's what it is. So next question is current favorite song. So I'm gonna check what I've been listening to because I don't actually know. I know it. I know it. The problem is I listened to albums fully literally 6 months after they've been released. I listened to Wasteland by Brent Fayez for the first time, I think 2 weeks ago. And my favorite song in there is the Heal Your Heart interlude. I could actually cry. Because they see me get money now. The whole front row at the show if you ain't there. So good. Don't nobody got you like I do. Not real, so real. And it's so perfect. I know oftentimes people hate on interludes because they're like, oh, it should have been longer. But I think this specific interlude is so perfect. Like the length is so perfect. The lyrics are so perfect. Instrumental is so perfect. Everything about it is absolutely perfect. Okay, next question is, what is my ideal date? I would say, let me plug you guys for a second. My ideal date would definitely be going to one of those garden gigs. Basically, these, I think it's a group of guys. I don't know if they're like a band or whatever, but there's a group of guys who kind of get together and do like a garden concert type thing in a garden, obviously, and you kind of come with picnic blankets and you listen to music. But I would love to go, and it would be my ideal date. I think it's so like giving tiny desk vibes, and yeah, it's super cute. Last question is, how do you juggle school and dance? First of all, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Let's start there. It constantly feels like I'm just going from one thing to the next, because obviously after I have school, sometimes I have hip hop at school, and then I go straight to dance from school. Especially last year, I was just go. Now being in my matric year, obviously I've had to cut down on my dance hours a lot. So some weeks I won't go to dance, which is quite sad actually. Like I really would love to be able to go to dance every week consistently, but just realistically speaking, you know, like for my matric year, especially with the workload, it's not as effective anymore to be going to dance every week and every weekend. I wouldn't say I necessarily find a balance, because I don't ever think that it's a balance, because I don't think I can ever give 100% to two things. You know, shout out to you guys who can. Just me personally, there's always going to be one thing in my life that's lacking that 10%, you know, just because of, you know, I don't just constantly want to be giving 100% and burn myself out, you know. Last year I put 100% into my dancing. I've tried my best to stay consistent, to stay working, and I mean it's paying off this year, because I've grown so much within my dancing within the span of 2 years, you know. Majority of my percentage is within school right now because of the year that I'm in, but next year, don't play. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much to everyone who asked all these questions and interacted with me. It makes me feel so good that you guys actually want to know these things. If you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my socials, guys. Then you'll be able to interact with videos like this. But yeah, love you, friends. Bye.